Hi guys, welcome back to Central Kansas with me, IrnBruAddict. You see me standing here by the IrnBru truck, washing it. There is a reason for that. You can see the farm yard's nice and tidy. That is because we have royalty with us today.
Where?
There, we have Mr. PHaddman, the
I
king himself.
Wait, just remember what Captain Janeway said in Voyager. When you're playing on the holodeck with the captain, leave your rank at the door. Excellent.
Yes.
So the way I hear it is you've been looking for people to help you on the farm every once in a while, and you've been to Finland and the Netherlands, and you've been to Canada, and you finally kind of came next door to Britain.
Yeah, I went down south. I love the next door reference. Maybe explain that one a wee bit for anybody that doesn't know. Scotland is going for independence next month, so that's the reference there.
Yep, so... And whether they do or not, they'll still be our neighbours.
Yeah, but as much as I love my country, I'm not going into it on here because for obvious reasons.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, whatever's best for each and every country should be what they do.
Yeah, I don't mind what happens as long as we get our independence, I'll be happy.
Yeah, you can vote whichever way you want, as long as you vote the way I want you to.
Oh yeah. As long as nobody puts down reason for independence, IrnBruAddict said so.
So, what are we doing?
We
Actually, could that cause problems? If Scotland goes independent, will there be like an import charge into into England for IrnBru? So you have to pay more.
Well, you'll be alright because I'll probably end up having to send it down to you. I'm okay because I live right on the border, so I can just nip up over the road and get some.
Ah, Sneaky Sneakerson style.
Yeah. Off screen we planted some corn, and I forgot to speed up time. So just bear with me.
Derp count number 1.
Derp count number 2. We're gonna have to pause. I forgot to add a mod.
Jeez. Okay. Well, I guess we'll pause then.
Yes. And we're back again. That was my derp. But we did have a few problems with the mods before we started, so it was just staying in context, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, it's all good fun. So, yeah.
Would you like to drive the trailer or the combine?
Well, I did some trailer driving with Hitman the other day, so if I could drive the combine, that would be pretty cool.
That is fair enough.
Thank you very much.
Which trailer do I use? People will probably shout at me for using that one, so I'll use the tractor.
You listen to when people shout at you?
Well, you don't normally, you just usually kick me off the server.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, that's quite a complicated harvester. And the views are a wee bit dodgy on it at times. Other than that, it's a nice little harvester actually.
Let's get going, shall we? Not like that. There we go. Do we want the chopper disabled or enabled?
It doesn't make a difference with corn, does it?
Of course it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. Okay.
Oh!
Ooh, I liking the graphics of that.
Yeah, it's a really nice harvester that. As I say, the view when you go from in-cab to out-cab is a little bit dodgy, but apart from that, the fact that you're going like completely off track.
Yeah, that's because I was going in cab and then coming back out of cab.
You see what I mean about the grain tank view?
Yes. It's I'm not quite sure what purpose that serves, but it's interesting.
Yeah.
Aha. Just going to check that. Yes, it is the normal key.
So it's a very hot summer's day here in the UK. So I think I'll have to have the doors open.
Yeah, I hope I haven't got too much background noise because I have got a fan running in the hallway behind me just to try and keep me from completely melting.
Yeah, I've got all the doors open, the windows open, so unless there's anybody who decides to shoot anybody, I should be okay.
People will come and find a man-sized lump of purple dye on the floor and it'll be kind of, oh, PHaddman's melted.
Yeah, put it in a grid with some bricks and we can have some purple blocks. Never mind.
There we go, that's what I was trying to do. Here we go. Dun, dun, dun.
I better not drive in the crops. My life won't be worth living from some viewers.
Well, I'm not more than 50%, so I should be able to get all the way back without needing to unload.
Excellent.
So that would be good. Dun 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 dun.
Oh, you're the first person to sing on this Let's Play. Apart from me, man.
Well, there you go, you see. Perhaps you should have invited me sooner.
Well, I was, what's the right way to describe it? I was a bit shy to ask you if you would be willing to come and join.
I don't know why.
Very busy and things. So.
I have plenty of things on, but yeah, I think you summed it up quite nicely on TeamSpeak the other day. It's not a question of people on the TeamSpeak being friends. We're more a family, and yeah,
Definitely.
and I completely subscribe to that. So there's a number of people that contact me privately, that contact in the comments and ask, well, if so and so's come on, can I come on? I can't. Well, not really, because it's a completely different situation.
Yeah, you've got to, it's hard to say no to people at times, but you've also got to think, well, it's a hard one, isn't it? We'll leave it at that.
It is. It's a difficult one. Because like I say, I like to try and keep everybody happy all the time, and you just can't. And I've got the utmost respect for everyone, but you could have a different person on every week, and it would just trying to coordinate it. I mean, all of the co-op episodes that we do with Grey, Das, Dare, Stocko, and Hitman, it's just trying to coordinate across so many different time zones is absolutely insane.
Yeah, I mean, when we do farming sim on a Thursday night, well, I mean, I haven't been there this ones that you'll be releasing. I won't be there the next ones either due to my work, but it's just time trying to get everybody together. It's just an absolute nightmare.
Yeah. So.
What, Hitman's 8 hours behind us, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so. So usually when it's kind of late in the day for us here, it's in his afternoon. He's got work and jobs to do, and I when I say work, I don't mean it's not a job. He does his own thing because he's homesteading and all, but he's still got tasks that he needs to do, and you and I still do a full day's work whenever we need to, and yeah.
Oh yes.
There's families, there's households to run. Yeah, so it's all good fun. But the games are kind of the outlet for that, really.
What do you mean? I run my life around the games.
Yes, indeed.
Don't tell Mrs. Brew that one.
Yeah, don't tell Mrs. Brew, this is not published on YouTube. You didn't see this video.
Truthfully, she doesn't watch them actually.
No, but it only takes one person that at all knows you to kind of to tell her. Sorry, I was just going to cut that so I could go around the tree. And I know that you can drive through the tree because I did it earlier, but I'm not prepared to do that.
No, we'll try and keep it as realistic as possible.
That's what I try. Doesn't always work.
So what have you got coming up on your channel then, Fad? I like to ask everybody that's on.
Well, I've just started the single player Feed the Beast Monster. So we've got more of that coming up. That's taken the time slot for now from Feed the Beast Horizons, but I will be coming back to Feed the Beast Horizons. I just need to figure some stuff out. Got something new next Saturday. Well, actually, by the time this goes out, it'll be Saturday. And that's going to be hopefully interesting, something that people aren't expecting. So,
Even
yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Nope.
I have offered him money and he just won't tell me.
I just like a little bit of surprise for you guys, so it's kind of... It's not a big secret and it's not a big deal if anyone does find out, but it's just... If it's a little bit of surprise, it builds that suspense a little bit, so there's a little bit more interest, hopefully. But yeah, and...
Is it Barbie's dream house?
Sorry?
Is it Barbie's dream house?
No, I unfortunately could not warrant spending the money on Barbie's dream house.
Neither could I, but I still like to do it.
Yeah, but you see, no one's actually bet me, and I would never accept a bet to do it, because I think enough people have done it already now.
Yeah, we need a new one, don't we?
Yes, we need a new forfeit game. So,
comment below with your ideas.
yes. It should be as derpy as possible.
And Forklift Truck Simulator doesn't count, by the way.
Does it not? Is that not derpy enough?
Well, I know I've played it for the channel before, but I don't really want to be spending 12 hours driving forklifts at work to come home to play a game of driving forklifts.
That kind of makes sense.
Justify itself to me.
That would be like coming home for me and playing Fixing Computer Simulator.
Which you sometimes do when I have a question for you.
I help people out. It's what you do. It's called being a human being. So, there we go. So what have you got coming up aside from, obviously, this episode, which is airing now?
Well, I have, due to, I can't remember if I've told everybody, I started a new job, which is shift work, so I've not had much time for recording. That's 20% of the problem, the other 80% is your fault for Ags guys. Trade Simulator will be continuing. Farm Sim, obviously. And I am looking at a mod pack in particular for Feed the Beast.
Ooh.
It's one of the third parties quest lines, but not Ags guys.
Okay.
It's the Crash Landing one. I think the Crash Landing.
Okay, I didn't see that one. I did see there's when they did the Feed the Beast launcher update and they introduced the third party, there was some new ones in there that I did see. But
yeah, it's quest based the same as Axe Guys, but you've crash landed on a desert island planet thing, I think. I'd have to read it again to remember, but I was looking at that because everybody does Axe Guys and I was thinking of something different.
Yeah, I mean, the thing I love about Axe Guys, and you've hit on it there, is the quest-based, because it really gives you a solid purpose in the game, and yeah, it's such a good mod. I mean, the hardcore quest mod people have done a really excellent job with that. I have to kind of say it's added a complete different dimension to Minecraft for me.
As we're playing it at the moment, not at this minute in time, because we're obviously recording this, but probably playing it later on. I'm really enjoying, is it Pam's Hunger? Something in it.
Pam's Harvestcraft.
That's the one. I'm really looking into that because just making cheeseburgers and things like that is just awesome.
Yep. There's a lot of excellent stuff.
Haggis. No haggis.
Well, maybe you need to kind of suggest it to the mod authors, and then they can
think of that. I just gotta find it. The link. I suppose I can always send Jaded Cat a tweet and she could maybe send me it over.
Yeah, I'm not sure Jaded Cat's a big fan of haggis, but you never know.
One way to find out.
Indeed. Do. So yep, a nice early morning harvest before the hail gets here.
Oh yes. 6 AM. This is normal starting working day for me.
So we're working in Kansas, but you have brought the Scottish weather to the place, huh?
Yeah, well, I'm looking out the window at the moment. Well, I've actually had to shut the blinds, it's just too hot, but
Yeah.
it's just red hot. I jumped in the car after work and it read 40 degrees and it dropped down to 35 when I finally got moving, but
Yeah.
it's just too hot.
Yes, and that's another thing that's going to get you blistered in the comments, because obviously there's a lot of people that have weather significantly hotter than this, and they're kind of, all you Scots and Brits, you're a bunch of wusses because you don't know what hot is, and it's kind of, well, I think Das said it last year. It's kind of, well, when it's kind of significantly warmer than what you're used to, it doesn't matter where you are.
Yeah, I have been abroad. I have been to Australia. I spent 2 months in Australia, so I can actually say that and get away with it. But folk have to remember, up here in Scotland, at the moment it's 27 degrees, but in the winter we get temperatures right down to -20.
Yeah.
So we have to put up with both ends of the scale, where some countries say it's cold and we can say, well, that's not cold.
Indeed. Yes. But there we go, so International Weather Week. Yeah. So yeah, harvesting corn. What does it look like in cab? Oh, looks pretty good in cab as well.
I've never looked in that harvesters in cab for harvesting corn. I've never harvested corn with it until this is the first trip on corn.
Yeah. No, the animation's really quite cool. Unlike the other ones where it just disappears, it actually shows you as though it's kind of going in and being eaten.
That is true.
Which is very, very cool.
There is one problem with that mod, other than just the view.
Yeah.
Well, there's actually two problems. The speed of it. It'll do 30 mile an hour. But I mean, that can be quite easily changed in the XML, I believe.
Yeah.
The other problem with it is, from my opinion, it's a problem. Some folk will agree, some won't. Is everything's in German.
Ah. Du nicht sprechen Deutsch?
Nein.
Ah. So by answering no in German, is that not somewhat of an oxymoron?
Well, I can only say 3 words in German. One of them I will not use on here. One of them is the number 6 and the other one's 9.
Okay.
And I can say da. I can't. That's Russian.
That is Russian, yes.
Sorry,
probably best not to confuse those.
Sorry, but I could actually say very little in 7 different languages, so I can get myself confused a wee bit.
Ich spreche ein kleines bisschen Deutsch, aber nicht so gut.
Yeah. And I'm also learning Polish at the moment as well.
Ah. Is that so you can better interact with your colleagues at work?
Yes. Nothing against them, but it's just funny because we have to use radio and they all speak Polish on it. So when I go on it, I speak proper Scottish words that even the missus doesn't understand a lot of them yet. And they're like, can you not speak in English? And I just wind them up something terrible about it.
Yep.
But they're all nice fellas, so.
Yeah, well that's perfectly alright. I mean,
just got sometimes a little language barrier.
Well, that's what I find. I mean, you do get that, and I think it's if they make effort to kind of understand what you're saying and you make effort to understand what they're saying, it works both ways. I don't like this idea of the ignorant Englishman that just goes abroad and says sausage, egg and chips please, and when they don't understand you just say it louder. And yes, I am quoting Eddie Izzard's sketch there.
You forgot the ketchup.
Ah, well, there you go. Eddie Izzard didn't say anything about ketchup when he did the joke.
I don't like ketchup anyway.
So,
I'm an HP brown sauce man.
Yeah, that's good too. I kind of alternate them every now and then, just depending upon what mood I'm in. So, there we go. So it's been up and down the field.
Bad?
Yeah.
I think Dare and Das have landed on this field with a space rocket.
Okay.
I'm just looking at two. I don't know if you can come over and have a look at this, but there's just two patches that didn't grow.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going with Dare and Das has landed here just to wind us up and make some crop circles that are square.
That's as good an explanation as any.
I don't know what happened. There's more right down here. I don't know what's happened there.
I do, but it's probably not fair to tell you just yet.
I think I've got an idea. I think it was like dirt up with a iron worker.
It was a derp. By who?
Was it when I crashed into you? With the chainsaw?
No. Don't think so.
I don't know, then I can't remember. Ago.
Yeah, it was, what, an hour and a half ago?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. Now I can tell you exactly what happened, because I know. Because there was a derpy farmer, or derpy farmhand, that went along with the corn sower and didn't realise that it hadn't been lowered. So it actually sowed all the way along there, with the exception of those bits, without being lowered.
Why would Hitman do something like that?
I don't know. I think he was just trying to sabotage our harvest and make it more interesting.
It sounds like him. He's been after my transit, mind you. I wonder why. Maybe something to do with me putting his truck in the river.
I don't know.
Sorry, any go there?
No, I don't know what it is with everyone and winding Hitman up about his truck.
Oh, have you ever known him to love anything other than that truck?
Yeah, he loves fluffy bunnies and people and...
I'm just waiting for a user response from your server.
Ah, he's not here.
No, but when he sees this episode, we will both be kicked.
Ah, that's nothing unusual.
That's true.
So, but it's all good fun. I mean, we take the mickey out of Hitman, and I think sometimes people that watch get the wrong impression. They think that we're actually being nasty or mean or something. It's just, we're just having fun.
Yeah, I mean, we all hang out together every day virtually.
Yeah.
And we know what is tolerable and what's not.
Yes, I mean, heck, I don't think under normal circumstances the amount of Brit-Scot jokes that we go through would actually kind of fly quite so well.
I think there would be a close to a court case for racism.
Oh, we get that at work as well, because we've got a chap from Cornwall at work, and I think it's recently been declared that people discriminating against people from Cornwall is a form of racism as well. So, which I just don't understand anyone discriminating against anyone, because it doesn't matter who you are. You can be a good person or you can be a complete pain in the butt.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with where you come from or what you look like. It's just who you are.
Yeah.
Or how you behave, I should say.
Oh yeah. One of the things that I like about our TeamSpeak, well, obviously we all sort of ken what each other looks like now, but before we were all still good friends and we didn't know what anybody looks like, and you still got on absolutely wonderful. Where sometimes in the pub you would look at somebody and think, oh, he looks a bit dodgy, I'm not going to speak to them. And they could be the nicest of fellas, but just because of the way he looks or she looks, you don't want it. They might look they're you got this treading thinly here, but try to maybe a bit scruffy if you were, and you think, well, maybe he's a bit dodgy.
Yeah, and it happens. I mean, people's first impressions are born usually from a preconceived notion that they get from either experience or from what people tell them. So... but, there we go. Here we go. I'm really enjoying this harvester. I'm thinking that this harvester might need to kind of travel with me back to the shooting box.
You're very welcome to use any of the mods I've you.
So, because I quite like the horn on those Massies as well on the tractors. So, did you just press the lights on thinking you were pressing the horn?
Yeah. At least I didn't jump out the vehicle this time.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
A million times I've explained it to folk, but just in case they haven't watched it, and if not, why not? When I join PHaddman on Belgique, I quite often press the button for the horn, which is on my controller. If you don't press one button with it, it'll do the change the button to change vehicles, which is all fun.
Oh, you use a controller?
I do, yeah.
Okay, I'm still just using the keyboard.
I use an Xbox 360 wired controller.
Ah, that's interesting.
Because the both obviously PC and well Windows is Microsoft and so is Xbox, they work perfectly fine together.
Well, that's pretty good.
But it has to be a wired one. Wireless doesn't work. I don't believe, but wired definitely does because it's just a USB.
Yeah.
No setup, nothing.
Oh, that's pretty good. Like I say, I've considered getting a controller for a few different games. This wasn't necessarily one of them, but I know obviously Hitman uses a steering wheel, so does UC. You obviously use the controller. It's just interesting to see how different people play the game in different ways. And
yeah, I wouldn't buy a steering wheel just for Farming Sim or Euro Truck. I would have to have a lot of racing games for to justify it.
You see, I'm not a racing game player, so...
Depends on the game. I like the Need for Speed racing games, but I like the car modification side of it more.
Okay. So there we go. So yeah, so I'm thinking I've just heard the sound of an IrnBru can kind of being crushed. Is it time for the next one?
Yeah, I'm thinking of an IrnBru slowly this time actually.
Ah. I didn't even know they did those.
Yeah. It's just new this year. They've started making their own nice lollies.
Wow.
Slash ice cream in one. So I'll buy them from Tesco's.
So when you show up in London, you're going to be wearing IrnBru kind of t-shirt, IrnBru tartan, skilt. Why was I going to say skilt? Kilt?
Because you were trying to forget that we were on YouTube and you cannot say these sort of things on YouTube or you'll be slated by lots of people.
No, I was actually meaning to say kilt, but I don't know why. I kind of derped.
Well, I might bring my IrnBru kilt down. I did get a free one with my 24 pack of cans I bought the other week.
Ooh.
Just a plastic tie on one, but it's still a free kilt. I will have loads of IrnBru obviously. That's like next month.
Yeah, because it's practically the end of July now.
When this goes out, it will be virtually the end of July.
Yeah, and so then it's just August, and then it's almost the end of September, and we're there.
I need to start saving.
I need to practice some Munchkin, I feel.
When Mrs. Brew asked me the other week, what am I looking forward to most about going to London? I didn't even need to think. It was straight off, meeting up with you guys.
Yes. It's going to be...
It's just going to be the sort of side thing, the reason, if you will.
Well, I think it kind of resembles what you've done with the people that have helped you on the farm. I mean, we've got Cara coming in, we've got you coming down, Derpy Derp coming down, Serenar coming down. It's just, everyone's all converging, and it's just really cool.
Yeah. It's just a shame that Hitman and UC can't make it, and Dare and Das and all that.
Yes. Well, I mean, obviously Hitman and Dare and Das have quite a lot longer to to come from. So, but I think
It
it'll
should
still be
good
good.
laugh. And I really am looking forward to playing Munchkin.
There's always another time that we can all get together. Because I'm hearing kind of rumours of people starting to plan already for Boston next year.
I don't think I'll be at that one.
So,
Which is a shame. Unless I win the lottery.
hey, that's a plan. You need to get that lottery-winning simulator game.
Yeah.
And then you'll figure out how to do it on the simulator, and then you can just go and do it in real life.
That's a point. Here's a question for the viewers just as we're finishing. How many of you have played this game and decided to go into farming from playing the game?
Ah, now that is a good question.
We will see. And for now, thanks to Mr. PHaddman for joining us. There is plans for him to come back in the future.
Yeah, well, thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Yes, and I think we'll finish this harvest off if he's not rushing off for anything.
No
Not
plans
March,
to.
guys. And we will see you later.
Yep, take care,
Bye,
folks.